There's one thing that really bothers me, and maybe some of you can relate. I was born in a country that doesn't exist anymore. I was born in Yugoslavia. To be more precise, I was born in Sarajevo, which is capital of Bosnia. When I was 3 years old, my parents immigrated into Serbia. So I lived in Serbia between the ages of 3 and 17. I went to university in the United Kingdom. I lived in England majority of my life. That's where I graduated university, got my first proper job. You know, when you have to open your first bank account, understand the law, understand adult life. So for the majority of time, obviously, I would go back home, which I consider Serbia. But then every time I would go back, they would say things like, you don't know how it is here. You don't know how it works here. You have like a different mentality. And then I would go back to the UK and people would say like, oh, where are you from? Because you're not from here. Majority of my life, I felt like I'm not from here, but I'm not from there. But then to complicate things even more, I fell in love in France and I moved to Paris. And then people would ask me like, where did you move from? Because obviously you don't speak French. And I would say, oh, I moved from England. And they'd say like, oh, so you're English. And I'd be like, no, I'm Serbian. This would complicate things even more. I now live in Italy where I'm getting married and hoping to live here. But still, when I go back to Serbia, people are like, you don't know what it's like here. When I'm in England, where I spend the majority of my life, you're not from here either. Does anybody else have this problem?